Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you're all enjoying this beautiful day. Yes, man. Hope you're taking it easy on this lovely Sunday evening. Now, we're going to talk some cricket, lovely cricket. I wanted to touch on this topic from yesterday after the third and final ODI game, but I'm just getting the chance to do so. Now, our captain Shai Hope, he did an interview after the game and he touched on a couple of things that I want to look at. Plus, I'm going to be giving you my positives that I take away from this ODI series. When the T20 series finished, we spoke about the T20 series. I'm going to give you my positives coming out of this ODI series. And I am not trolling, I am not joking, not trying to talk down to the team, but I can only identify 4 positives coming out. I see Shai Hope saying that, a few things happened on the positive side, but personally, I have only 4 positives to talk about. You're going to want to hear them. So give a listen here until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. Alright, so let us start with our captain, Shai Hope. Now, Shai Hope was speaking after the game. And according to him, he's happy that they were able to go out there and get the win. Because going into the third and final ODI game, as a team, they really thought they had something to play for. Even though we already lost the series, they thought that, they would go out there, give off their best and try to secure victory. And as a result of that, we were able to walk away victorious. You understand? So Shai Hope was saying that they didn't have the best of time in the field, but where the batting is concerned, he's happy that the batsmen went out there and applied themselves. They were able to chase down the target that was set by Sri Lanka. I won't even talk too much about what happened in the field because I don't know how in under 30 overs, under 25 overs, you managed to drop 5 catches. You managed to drop 5 catches in a game. I can't see that. So I wouldn't even talk too much more about that. You understand? He was saying that they are feeling better now after this performance. Going on the plane, they are going to feel much better as a team. If it was the case that they lost all 3 games, as a team going home, they definitely would be totally out of it. But it's a good way to finish the series, finishing on a high, couple of batsmen getting some runs. And, according to him, it's a good way to feed into the upcoming series that we have against England. He was saying that most teams, they don't go to Sri Lanka in their home conditions there and walk away with a win. And that is what he said. Most teams, they are not able to go to Sri Lanka and walk away with a win. So, they are going to look on the positives and try to build on them. I was saying that as a team, they have to just learn from this and make sure that whenever they return to Sri Lanka, they are able to put the experience they would have gained from this series into work and see if we can come away with a series win this that time around, right? He also spoke about Evan Lewis. He was asked about how good it is to have Lewis back in the team. He was saying that Lewis is a natural ball striker. And once he's in form, once the start of form continues, it means that we're always going to have a good start at the top of the innings. And it's really good to see him back in the team after being out for a while. So, this sort of performance will give him confidence, will give the team confidence as they go into the series against England. So he's saying that they just need to be consistent as a team because they have shown that they have the ability to pull off wins. It's just about how consistently they are able to do so. So that is Shai Hope, my viewers and subscribers, saying that they will take the positives from this series and they will look to push on. Now, talking about positives, I personally can only identify four positives. You understand? I can only identify 4 positives. I don't want it seems as if I am bashing the team or doing this or doing that. But when the team perform, when they win, and they put out good display. We come and we highlight it, we talk about it, we big up the players. And I've always said to viewers that if we cannot critique the team and identify things that we need to see improving, then we are not real supporters. If we are just there to say yeah when they win and we can't identify stuff that needs to improve upon, I don't know what kind of dieted supporter we would be. Even the captain and the coach will come out and say, they will say that, listen, we were good in these areas, but there are some areas that we need to improve on. Even when we win, they will say that there are areas to improve upon. So I'm not too sure how, as fans, we believe that we should just watch and don't give feedback. Sometimes when we give feedback, people say that we're hating on their favorite player, or it's because they're not from this country or that country. But my regular viewers and subscribers will know that we don't, that's not how it works over here. We call it for what it is. Anyway, we're going to talk about the 4 positives that I saw coming out of this series. Number 1, I'm going to list the 4 of them and then I will talk about them. So number 1, Rutherford stepping up and adapting quickly. Right? Rutherford stepping up and adapting. Right? Rutherford left the CPL before it was, before the thing finished, before CPL finished. He went into this series and we were like hoping that he would find form. He definitely did, right? So Rutherford, we'll talk some more about him after. Moti standing up to save us from embarrassment, both with bat and ball, right? Was impressive with the bat especially, because we expect him to do his thing with the ball. So that is 2. Number 3, Evan Lewis taking the game to relaunch himself, taking the solitary game that he got to relaunch himself, right? The ODI game. Remember, it's the ODI series we're talking about. And the 4th thing, Joel Andrew getting into the squad, right? And getting a final game, getting a game in the final, in the 3rd ODI. Didn't get a chance to bat, but that will definitely boost his confidence. Will show him that he has what it takes. So those are the 4 positives that I saw coming out of the game. It might sound harsh, might sound disgusting, but even if we see man do 1 or 2 things that we could highlight, I usually try to find as many things as possible, but I could only find 4 coming out of this ODI series. So let's take it back from the top. The number 1 thing, Rutherford stepping up and adapting quickly. When we saw top order batsmen going out there and not doing what was required of them, Rutherford went out there and showed exactly why he's highly rated. And it's not only like in the 1st and the 2nd ODI where he batted down the order. The 3rd ODI, there was a need for it and he stepped up, batted early and was able to get some runs, right? Got a half century. 3 half centuries in the game. 3 consecutive half centuries, Definitely very, very good there from Sheffield Rutherford. That is sort of thing we want to see from our players, 2 not out. He ended up not out 2 times. So shout out to Rutherford. The number 2, the 2nd positive, Goodikish Moti, saving us from embarrassment, showing good quality with ball, and most impressively with the bat. You understand? Getting even a half century. And the good thing is that Moti is doing this in all 3 formats, ODIs, T20s, and we saw him in tests recently, helping out with the bat. The 3rd thing, as I said, Evan Lewis taking the opportunity that he got in the 3rd and final ODI game to relaunch himself, getting a century and showing us that, he is still a force to be reckoned with. And finally, Joel Andrew getting into that ODI squad, going on tour, and then finally getting in the playing 11, right? His confidence will be higher and, he will be motivated to keep going. Didn't get an opportunity to bat, but the greatest thing is that in the back of his mind, he will know that if it was still a 50-over game, he would have got the opportunity to bat. That will show him that, he will be confident that the coach didn't just pick him because of pick's sake. He's looking forward to working with him out there. So that is the 4th thing, my people. I can't find anything more. You can scratch and scrape and say this man did bowl a couple of good balls, this, that. I am working with these 4, right? Rutherford stepping up Morty standing up and doing his thing. Evan Lewis relaunching himself and remember it's only ODI we're talking about, and Joel Andrew getting in. That's all I can find, my people. I will be in the comment section looking at the positives that you guys will identify. Big up on yourself and stay safe.